all the way up until 2 p.m. Hello, Tshidi Wyllie.
Hello, Lerapo.
Are you well?
I'm blessed. I'm
Hey.
happy to be here.
Yeah, last week we had one hell of a show.
We had a challenging one.
Yeah.
I bet you needed to debrief after that.
Yeah.
You needed to go see a therapist and kind of just let it out. Eh?
Yeah.
So it was an interesting episode. But it's good to say to the listeners that the caller, the lady who called online, is being offered all the support, all the assistance that is needed.
Yeah.
So we are here for her.
She's safe.
And she is safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite medis.
So ga se go bua hela mo radio batho ba letsa be ba kutlo bothoko ba breaker and really DUMA, we just ignore them, or really be NYC and my sake be thokomolo ga hela ke mo nya go le mo phego. No, something is being done.
All right.
So she's in good hands.
Quite medis. Are tsene mo thulaganyo ya tsatsi la gompino mo bekeng e hitileng re ne re bua ka khanyele gore it hits home e ga o fitata le nna gore bontsi bana go tlhele ka re ga re ikize re le batho ga re itse gore a re passive kana re aggressive kana re assertive mme nna be ke go bolella mma wa ile ke re nna o bona nna ke a ikitse shem ke assertive mme la ke ntse ke na le di elements tsa tse dingwe tse ya no a re tsene mo go kganyeng ya gompieno gore the benefits gore go botlhokwa go le kae gore o le motho e bo ikitse o itlhaloganya emma mme hela bile re simolela ka gone gore motho o ile gore wa ikitse ba itlhaloganya ba re motho ba ikitse ba itlhaloganya hantse ja.
When this particular individual is well balanced, is neither aggressive nor passive. Passiveness is being submissive, where you can't stand up for what your values, your principles, and what you believe in. An assertive person relates meaningfully, relates well with other people, and has a sense of worth and believes in their own rights and their needs being met and to enjoy those rights, whilst at the same time they are aware that other people also deserve the similar treatment, the similar acknowledgement of their needs and rights. This person freely and family expresses themselves, but with empathy. That the other person that I'm engaging with, or the other people I'm living with, people I'm working with, people I'm friends with, also deserve similar kind of approach or treatment and freedom. When you are assertive, you respect the right to have your own space. Similarly, you accord another person to experience the same. You aim at all the time at win-win situation, not where it's only about you and not considering the feelings and the emotions of other people and their needs. That's an assertive person. Then, having said all this, you can say, okay, is that me? Does that talk about me? Is that really describing who I am? Do I find myself in there doing these similar things where I can freely and family and yet empathetically stand for what I believe? Or am I seeing myself coming across as being pushy, being forceful, being bully, and in standing up for what I believe in the process, undermining and infringing on other people's rights? You can be reflecting on that and say, if I'm this, then it means I'm passive. Or am I just a submissive person who just allow things to happen to them and neither stands for what I believe, neither articulates my values and my principles and what I desire in life so that people can really understand who I am? Or do I cave easily to peer pressure? If you cave easily to peer pressure, it actually means that you don't really stand up for your values, your principles, and what you believe in, or for your rights. So where do you fall out there as a listener? Where do you find yourself? Or you find yourself all the time being pushy, then you can say, oh, I guess I thought I was being assertive. But the fact that in the process of speaking up and acting and standing for myself, I leave a lot of bruised emotions, a lot of broken hearts out there, a lot of painful, hurt people out there. Then I guess I'm not as assertive as I thought I was. Because often when we do this, we say, I was being assertive because I'm expressing myself, I stood for myself, I articulated what I wanted. But in the meantime, how did you do it? Was it coming out in a way that you were cognizant of other people's emotions?
Yeah.
Or ne le go bua hela o emala o ntsha mahatla a gago o emela ditshwanno tsa gago mme o sa kgatlhegele o sa rekegele gore batho ba bang le bone ba na le maikutlo ba na le ditshwanno ka tsela e nngwe o gataka ditshwanno tsa batho ba bang ha ile gore in the process o gataka ditshwanno tsa batho ba bang, then you are I'm sorry to say you are being aggressive, not assertive.
Re buile mo bekeng e hitileng gore motho wa assertive kana ke o reng ke botlhokwa ke le nna Thabiso Tshwenyana jana mme lo yana Wyllie o botlhokwa.
Yes.
Wyllie wa go nthetsa mme le nna ya gore ke o bua ebe ke go fa tsebe ke motho ene gore wa assertive.
E seng ka go bua hela le ka ditiro tsa gago. How when you act, your behavior should be saying, if I act in this way, how is this going to affect Thabiso? How is it going to make him feel?
Yeah.
If somebody were to act a similar way and take similar actions towards me, will I be okay with that? Correct. Assertiveness is I am okay, you are okay, we are okay. Ke botlhokwa, o botlhokwa, re botlhokwa. But an aggressive one, ke botlhokwa, wena ga o sepe. Wena ga ona mosola. Wena ga o motho wa sepe. A submissive person, well, like I did a it's okay with me. Whatever you decide,
whatever makes you sleep at night.
Whatever makes you happy, whatever. And in the meantime, I'm hurting inside. I'm really hurting. I don't agree with that. But I can't really assertively stand up and say, no, I'm not agreeing to that. I'm not buying into that. I'm not doing that. So there is a challenge when we don't stand up for what we believe. Then what are the benefits?
Maybe like the benefits in Wyllie. Sometimes I really understand why some people are not assertive. We are afraid of what could happen if I raise my concerns. What could possibly happen? I mean, let's say for instance, but we work in a toxic environment. We work with bullies. Now, if this person is going to, as an example, me a nna ka gore ke nna o mo sekgapetlaneng sa me ke tshaba go bolela motho gore me kana ga ke itumelle sele ka gore ke tshaba gore gongwe ke a go kubiwa gongwe ke a go dismissiwa in any way. So yeah, I really understand gore batho ba bangwe ba se assertive me jaanong ha le gore o assertive Wyllie re tsene mo gone ya the benefits gore go botlhokwa go le kae me bile go berekela go le kae gore bo ikitse. Do you have anything to lose though with being assertive?
I wouldn't say there is anything to lose. Because remember, when you articulate your concern to your supervisor, you are not attacking the person. You are saying, on such and such a date, or today, just now, these are the words that I hear coming out. And these words, this behavior, this treatment is impacting on me in this manner. It's affecting me and demotivating me and demoralizing me that I even go on air dissatisfied, unhappy. It's impacting on my performance. I feel hurt by the words that came out saying 1, 2, 3. I feel hurt by the actions of 1, 2, 3. You're not saying you see, you are my supervisor, but I don't like the way you're coming out. I don't like you. Once you say you are taking the person, not addressing the behavior that is causing conflict and affecting you. The challenge is, even when you articulate it in an assertive manner where you're not attacking, you're not seen to be attacking. If somebody is a narcissist, if somebody is a driver, if somebody is a bully and forceful and abusive and aggressive, nonetheless, whether you speak or you don't speak, he's still going to fire you. Whether you spoke out or you didn't speak out, you're still going to to be fired. But then the thing is, we're not on the inside. If you keep quiet and stay submissive and passive for the sake of the job or for the sake of peace, make yourself become smaller so that you can make other people comfortable. Are you comfortable in the inside of you though? Are you okay inside of you, in your emotions, in your mind? Don't you end up with sleepless nights, hurting, grieving, and going to a corner in the bathroom there to cry because maybe your boss was harsh and aggressive to you? Do you then perform? Or do you even feel like waking up in the morning to go to work? Or when you're supposed to go to work, you just feel like, man, I wish I wasn't going to that place again. If it gets to that point, it's you psychologically who is getting affected, who may end up with some psychosomatic ailments. It's you who's going to end up being unwell and physically unwell to the point where now sick off or why? Because you are hurting and therefore that is resulting in certain ailments in you.
And
so
you are not even motivated to go to work.
Yeah, so what is best? You tell me, is it better to keep quiet about everything for the sake of the job? Is there a job that is worth sacrificing your health out there?
Wa itse re le banana ga re happy tota mo ditirong ma Wyllie but ne ke hetela ka yone. For counseling you can call your Plus mo megaleng ya 17270 17270. They offer free on the call counseling from Monday to Friday between 6 a.m. le 11 p.m. ga le gore gona le sengwe se leng gore sa go ja moteng o ka ikgolaganya le bone. Wyllie, are we the benefits jaanong assertive?
Let's even throw it out there to the audience, to the listeners, and say, go emela ditshwanelo tsa gago le go itlhaloganya o bo kgona go express who you are and what you want.
Yeah.
Go amana le self-acceptance, self-awareness, self-understanding, and self-regulation.
Yeah.
O bona go le botlhokwa go le mosola gore ga dilo di sa diragale sentle o kgone go bua go na le go swa senku hela o swela moteng o sa bue mme o tetse ka kutlobotho. Talk to us. What do you think will be helpful? To just keep quiet and let things happen just the way they're happening, or while you are getting maybe beaten, kicked, choked, and whatever, insulted, and all this? Is that good for you? Don't you end up crying the whole night? Don't you end up being hurt and bitter and angry on the inside? So then the benefits are the fact that it helps you to grow.
Yeah.
It helps people to understand who you are. When you assert yourself. You do not have to explain yourself to people all the time, trying to justify why you are saying no or why you are saying yes to certain things, why you are speaking out. Because when you realize that your values, your beliefs, your principles are being undermined, your rights are being trampled on, and then you stay quiet, you are going to be a very unhappy, depressed individual. It also, being assertive, helps you for people to know Thabiso orata eng ga rateng. Your no becomes no, your yes is yes. O sa iphitlhe ka monwana, yo sa patlelediweng gore ga o dumelana le selo is because mo boteng ya gago that thing is okay with you. You are okay with doing that. Not because you feel like, hey, hankari nya, kito go betsa, hankari nya, kuto tikyo hayo, who never agrees to anything. There are things you can agree to. There are certain things that you look at when they are presented, you go like, I don't think I can accept this. Let me just go and voice my concern. The challenge is, how do we voice our concern? Even when you lay out your concern. Go na le pride le arrogance moteng, go na le thoka go rekeganla maikutlo a motho yone o sa go buisang sentle o sa go direla sentle. Ha go tswa go ntse ana go create more tensions and more aggression. So it's important not to hide your feelings for the sake of people, just to make them feel better.
Yeah.
Me wena moteng tota ga wa itumela ga wa nna sentle ga go monate mo go wena. Don't make yourself, I keep saying, it's not good to make ourselves small so that other people can feel more comfortable. Because by so doing yourself, it's making you very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Now you make yourself uncomfortable for the sake of other people to be comfortable. That's not assertiveness. But being assertive, the other benefits is that it removes the stereotypes.
Yeah.
It removes assumptions. It removes confusions. Where kana people are ba ho tlhaloganya gore Tshidi ke mang, Thabiso ke mang, Lethi ke mang, o rata eng ga rate eng. And gore people should be walking on eggshells around you because you're assertive. Because remember, with an assertive person, assertiveness is anchored and grounded and underpinned by the awareness and the consideration of the emotions of other people and the other gore boleng ja batho ba bangwe maikutlo a bang le ditshwanelo tsa bone e tlhaganya mo gore rothe gore re tshwanetse gore re nne mo seemong se ileng gore you are okay, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You are good, I'm good. Win-win situation where everybody is catered for. It's only one-sided all the time. And then an assertive person will not have any hidden agendas. Ntlha-pedi and say yes to you, and then gago morago ka kwa ora boleti le bo buia barare wa itse gore ke nna ga ka itumela go hale ane bo swa ra go mole go kutusite bothoko 1 2 3 4. Why couldn't you stand up and say, with all due respect, you are my supervisor, I honor you, I respect you, but the way the words are coming out, I feel my rights being trampled on.
Yeah.
And then being assertive also, it helps you to appreciate yourself. It helps you to be responsible and take responsibility for your actions and to own those actions. And it gives you the ability to be able to not be pushed around and walked all over.
Yeah.
Not to be pushed into something you don't want to do. Have you ever seen you friends with certain people, they want to be doing certain things, and you are not into that. But you can stand up and say, because you want to be accepted, to be part of the group. Say they want to start smoking. You're not into nicotine, you're not into cigarettes, you don't want to start smoking. And then you say, unfortunately, as much as you guys are enjoying this is my stand.
Yeah.
I'm friends with you, but I will not be friends along in this action of smoking. Or people want to steal. Are you going to go along and end up being caught by the police and arrested because you just went along, not because you wanted to, but because you were pressurized into doing it? Then it means you were not assertive enough to be saying, okay guys, if you're going that way, I think I'll just bail out. I think you leave me behind. I'm not going to that party, or I'm not coming along. I'm just going to go home. Which is what you're supposed to be doing as an assertive person. So these are the benefits.
Yeah.
Wa tlhalogangwa batho ba go ba hela ba go tlhaloganya ba itse gore o rata eng ga o rate le wena wa itlhaloganya o kgona go tsaya ditshwetso tse di maleba o kgona go tsaya dikgato tse di maleba o kgona go ipuelela mo dio tse leng gore o dumela le tsone le so sa dumelane le tsone ga o kgone go iphitlhela o setse o tsene mo dilong le ga go sa itse le gore o tsene ya mo go tsone wa bona mme gape go na le se re reng o na le ditshwanno assertiveness. Sa go articulate le go bua gore wena o mang o batang ga o bateng. Those we will talk about them just in a minute. Assertiveness rights. Let's allow the listeners, maybe they find themselves in situations like this. Tse leng gore tota ga o rate se se diragalang mme oswa senku hela.
Wyllie gona le gape le ganya body language. Ora we dirisa jang, and how can you best, show your confidence in an effort to achieve your ganya self-awareness and assertiveness. Generally ala ba shy. Does that mean gore ba ga ba assertive? Gona le batho gore ga ba bua nkare ba ngwaselanyana yana. Does that mean gore ga ba assertive? So re tla re bua ka yone 35001313500131 76281885 ka romela e WhatsApp voice note go teng kgotsa 166161616 e botla o re bolela gore wena mme a o assertive kana jang.
Talk line 35001331 76281885
76281885 ke gone go ile gore ka romela e WhatsApp voice note go teng. DUMA FM Duma FM dumelang. Okay, what's mail 35001313 35001331 Duma FM dumelang. Dumela se.
O bua le Simon Molekile di aba ka sebeletse.
Ra sai dumela.
Le kae?
Re teng re le kae?
You know there is a problem. No way to become a thing. Ona le problem ya sitting in.
Erra.
O tsamaya le gona go nna sitting. Wa itse.
Erra, o ka ra gas.
Nna ka bontsi ba le problem ya to want to sit in the society. Ba tshwana le go se mama. It kills their confidence and their future. Because it's normal and it's okay to not be like others. One shot.
Yes, you're right.
So it in the pressure it's from the peers because you want to be sitting in. No, stay assertive. Be yourself. Sit in your own comfort zone.
Yeah, thank you Khonne.
Simon.
Yeah. All right, 35001313 3500131762818885. O itse jang gore o assertive. Kana gona da khanya gore bekile gore ke assertive. Me ga ke itse gore ke itse gore ha go te motho wa assertive ke hantse jang. Ma ba ile tlo go tla re ba mo dinakong ka yona khanya teng gore how do you know? Le gona gore how do you khanya body language? Gore we dirisa yang body language.
Ta ke a kholera Simon go letsa. Ke re the mindset or the desire and a sense of wanting to belong pushes many people to desire to want to be part of a certain group.
Yeah.
And therefore they compromise who they really are in the effort to want to be part of a certain group. A classify a relay.
Yeah.
Banana bale bantsi mo lehatsheng la rona just because ke na le ditsala and maybe they're into alcohol and substances doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be doing the same. I could be part of that friendship or that group without doing what they are doing if it doesn't agree with my values. The thing is they will come to understand Thabiso karating oratai to the point where they will now stop even saying waiki or when they go to buy their own drinks they will decide to buy you your Coca-Cola because you have made it very clear for how compromising this is who you are, but you still be friends with them without doing the stuff they do. Now issue body language is that when we talk to people we have to pay attention to their body language. You are talking about somebody who is passive, who is submissive, and saying, does it necessarily mean that they are not assertive? There are people who are introverted, who are on the quieter side, but can still articulate who they are. Do you know that? They will clearly, in a soft-spoken way, and say, Thabiso, I get this.
Yeah.
But you are introverted and more and over that, you can't articulate who you are and people don't get to know what you like and what you don't like, then it's passiveness. And that kind of passiveness, it exposes you to be walked all over. It predisposes you to being undermined and your needs not being met, to be not taken seriously, because they know after all, even if they walk all over you, you won't say anything. Body language o khana go bona le mo mathong le expression gore motho o a reng ga a reng ga re me a sa re just look at the body language. You have that feeling, that gut instinct you get that this person is not going to do what they're saying yes to.
All right, Oscar lebala go golaganya le rona mo 76281885. That's where you can send a WhatsApp voice note 35001331 ke gone go leng gore o ka re letsa teng kgotsa o ka romela an SMS mo 16616. Re bua le ka assertiveness, the benefits of being assertive ke na le Tshidi Wyllie mo 87.9 go hitla ka 100.9. We continue the conversation on the other side of Abidoza. Motho ke motho ka batho ke Abidoza ona le impossible ke ngwanyana ko ga mail ga ke happy. Let's keep on sending those voice notes re tle re buisane ka khanya assertiveness. We kitse go le kae, we tlhaloganya go le kae. How do you blend mo sekeleng ya batho ba bangwe without having to do tselo gore batho ba di dira hela ka gore o batla go ratiwa? go ithatisa batho. Let's continue the conversation on the other side of this.
Now, let's get back to
Ke Abi Doza ona le Mphosi Bina le J-Sax Moduma FM mo talk more music go you better banna e bidwa go te motho ke motho. We just had an interesting conversation on of my producer Bui le mme wa ile hana re bua ka yone assertiveness gore na go engwe kile Tony ya ha motho a buang ka teng e nna nngwe ke gare someone is arrogant gore ya no where do you draw the line between being assertive go differentiating self assertiveness gonna aggressive le gonna arrogant?
If you say you are assertive and your voice and tone, like you are saying, and the way the words are coming out is harsh, is demeaning, is undermining, and you are shouting at somebody, you have to pay attention to that. Is that really assertiveness then? Because an assertive person will be cognizant, will be aware of how their tone is coming out, how their ways are coming out, and how they are presenting their issue in a way that there is empathy in there. If it comes out and it appears to be arrogance and pride, it is probably arrogance and pride, and that's aggressiveness.
Araba utlwe mo 35001313 35001331 gona le someone on the line. Duma FM dumelang. Duma re teng re le kae?
Actually is the ability to analyze and assess every situation and connect it to intelligence. And in most cases, I think you are and even your guest, you are very right. People ban le go sa tlhaloganya gore somebody wa hangwe it looks like it's arrogant, some hangwe na aggressive. They are collectively intelligence ya gagwe go bona tota gore o go thinkite ga ke batla go think I want to stop it here. And in most cases, because wena the recipient ha go tlhaloganya sentle gore somebody has worry, stop here. We should learn to arrogant, to aggressive. But if you understand exactly the definition and the explanation, the functionality, the assertiveness, all are the mechanisms you need actually to apply in order to understand. And this is where actually we get it wrong. I mean, like, you can learn from us. One number, if you use the components of assertiveness, I can tell you today, you'll make the best decision for yourself because you know where to go and where not to go. And you know exactly what are the successful strategies and what are the failures.
Yes.
The simple principles are assertiveness.
Okay, the voice notes.
Very, very
true. Malome, on the WhatsApp voice notes, gore bone ba re mo 76281885. Okay, yeah, Arabul.
Hello, Duma. Simon Molefi. It is very important to teach our kids shy away from trying to fit in. Peer pressure is a deadly disease. It's dangerous. Don't smoke a cigarette because somebody says monwana. Don't drink alcohol because you see some people drinking. Be assertive. That woman is on point. Amen.
Danko, Mr. Sai, Danko. Yeah, I noticed
that. Any other on the line?
I don't like a voice notes selling what it's a go. The the voice notes the benefits, the benefits in
the rights. Because the assertiveness benefits when it's a real one, the gentleman who just called that it involves analyzing. You can't just talk anyhow and allow your emotions to lead. If it's anger emotions, they will just lead how you express yourself, and therefore, But however assertive, you take time to process. You think before you speak.
Yeah.
Is it right? Is it beneficial? Is it building anybody? Is it true what I'm going to be saying? Rather than just going out there and saying something before you really process
Yeah.
Therefore, the benefits ke gona gore dipoelo tsa teng ke gore o motho wa itlhaloganya. An assertive person wa itlhaloganya. Ka go itlhaloganya ga gagwe o kgona go bua mahatla a gagwe le dikeletso tsa gagwe le a emela ditshwanelo tsa gagwe mme a sa gata ke tsa ga yo mongwe a itse gore motho o mongwe le ene is entitled to those wa bona jaanong yo aggressive ene ga ana sepehela gore ga bua le motho le ha actor towards other people gore go affecta batho ba bang mme go kgona gore go tsise kutlo botlhoko mo matshelong a batho ba bang. Therefore, having said that, let's look at what we say assertiveness, right?
Yes.
An assertive person has the right to have their own values, their own beliefs, their own opinions, and their own emotions. They don't have to, you don't have to be apologetic about it. Let me give an example. If you are hurting and you find yourself breaking down and crying, you don't have to be sorry to be feeling the emotions that you are feeling at that time. You don't have to apologize for being upset. You don't have to apologize that such and such a situation has hurt me and it has actually triggered emotional and then you also have the right to say no to certain things that are especially infringing into your rights. If you feel that something is infringing into your rights, into your principles, into your values, you have the right to stand up for that. And therefore, other people also have those rights. And you have the right to change your mind if you had agreed to something. It's not wrong to later feel that, hey, I think I didn't process this thoroughly. I said yes too soon. I think I needed time to process it. Having processed on what I said yes to, I think having thought about it, on second thought, I think I would like to withdraw what I said. I've changed my mind. I wouldn't be able to do it. Say I had agreed, I'll stand in for you. I should be able to say, hey, Thabiso, even though I did say I'll stand in for you, I think I had other engagements and there was an oversight, or I'm feeling uncomfortable, I need my me time, I don't think I'll be able to do that. I don't have to hide the fact that or to allow myself to feel bad about having to change my mind. Many times when you have said yes to something and then you choose then later to change your mind, people just get puzzled, then they start name calling you, giving you certain tags and being upset about it and shouting at you and all the like. But yet you have the right to change your mind. Me later I think I'll go back on that. I don't think I'm comfortable doing it. That's a right. Then you also have the right to like and love yourself despite your imperfection, just the way you are. Just as you are. Because you can't, for example, you can't make yourself any taller. If you're short, you are short. If you are skinny, Lerapo, you are skinny. But can you do anything about that? You can just love and accept yourself just as you are. But some people say they have difficulty loving themselves. They think they will only get to love themselves if they are taller, and they feel bad about being short, and they feel bad about being skinny, and they feel bad about being big-bodied. Some people come from families that are genetically big-bodied, and they'll always be fighting and struggling with weight. Then should I hate myself for having this kind of body to live in, to walk in? This is the body I've been given. I can rather enhance my body if I have the ability to. I have the right to enhance it, to develop myself, to improve myself in a way that I choose. I've heard women who like to wear makeup and put on the fake wigs that we wear, weave-ons and whatever, and some people being harsh on them, and they start feeling uncomfortable about plaiting or braiding their hair, and yet they have the right to enhance themselves whichever way they want, as long as it's in a healthy way that is not detrimental to our health. Let me give you an example. If I I don't observe how I eat, my diet, my nutrition and everything, and dwell much on eating junk food, and I pile up weight, and I don't do anything about it, and then I say this is just who I am. Be aware that piling up weight may be detrimental to your health, may affect your health. Is it healthy? Are you comfortable walking? Are you comfortable doing anything? You could do something about that. That's part of enhancing your health and who you are. You also have the right to enjoy your successes. People work, they toil for years, for hours, and earn money, and they never even once, if they can afford, get to pamper themselves, get to reward themselves, get to do something that is just specifically for you.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel good inside, but at times you just need a time out, a me time, a time for yourself, where probably you could take yourself to a manicure, pedicure, to a hairdo, to a body massage or whatever. If it wasn't for COVID and Corona, you just spoil yourself. It brings about building the self-confidence and making you feel good about yourself. If you look at the mortgages we get ourselves into, the debts we get ourselves into, and all this, don't I deserve out of the salary that I earn at least just 500 play, 200 play to just go and spend on my nails and make myself feel good? Because when you look good, you feel good. And at times when you feel good, you look good. It works both ways. So those are the rights that we have. We have the right to enjoy our successes.
Ko pheletsong ke batla gore ba wa ile re tlogele moretsi ka potso tse tharo. Potso tse tharo ya gore o mang?
Who are you?
O mang?
Who are you?
It goes beyond gore ke Thabiso Tshwenyana.
Introspect.
Potso ya bobedi. Are you assertive? A wa ikitse wa itlhaloganya, a o gana go ikemela. Potso ya boraro. A me ga o itibile jana, a ga ta ka batho ba bangwe e be wa akanya gore ga ka o dira jalo ke jaaka o re wa ikemela.
These are rhetoric questions. We are leaving the questions to them to introspect and to say, who am I? Am I assertive? Or in my dealings, actions, communication with other people, what I consider to be assertiveness, is it coming across as aggression, forceful, bullying, coercing, etc.? Those are good questions you are raising. And in conclusion, to add on to that, let's say that an assertive and emotionally intelligent person gets the balance between submission and aggression right. They strike a balance. Because remember, passiveness makes you a victim and a target of abuse, a target of oppression, and a target of exploitation, because you don't stand up for what you believe in very well. Whereas an aggressive person, aggressiveness predisposes you to confrontation, to tension, to conflict. It makes you infringe on other people's rights. And then you turn around, you wonder why you are disliked by people. You turn around and you wonder why you are hated by people. You don't reflect on yourself, on your behavior, and how you're coming across to be saying, what is it that I could be doing or saying that is causing people to respond the way they are responding and act the way they are acting towards me. Because people don't like people who are bullies, who are all over them, who undermine their rights. They are bound to dislike you. And then you'll be oblivious of your actions. But an assertive person strikes a balance.
Wyllie, we could have those conversations that you lotle ka gore re tota hela re le batho re batla go ikitse, but nako ke one e leng gore ya ritsa ga ya rema sentle. But thank you so much, Wyllie, for being here with us. A special shout out goes out to Tirelo, ne? Tirelo e sa le mo bekeng e fitileng Wyllie. Ona super interested mo batleng go itse gore mme o le o ne re bua le ene mo bekeng e fetileng a o kgonne go bona thuso e le gore le ene o eme ready go offera any kind of help e le gore re ka e tlhoka. Shout out goes out to her. Ra leboga
Thank you so much.
Yoka plus
17270.
Yeah.
Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
All right.
Call if you need counseling, and counselors are on standby.
Re kopana gape le Wyllie mo bekeng e tlang. Thank you so much Wyllie.
Thank you so much. Stay blessed.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.